Have you ever laid in bed, closed your eyes, and wondered what really happens to your mind when you drift off to sleep? Where does your consciousness go? It's one of life's biggest mysteries, and tonight we're going to unravel it together. Welcome to our deep dive into the fascinating world of sleep and consciousness psychology. We're about to explore the incredible journey your brain takes every single night. So, let's start at the beginning. What is sleep, really? It's not just about your body shutting down. It's an incredibly active and crucial process for your brain. Think of it like a highly organized maintenance crew that comes in every night to repair, restore, and prepare you for the next day. This process is guided by something called our circadian rhythm, our internal biological clock. This clock, located in a part of the brain called the suprachiasmatic nucleus, dictates our sleep-wake cycle, influencing everything from our energy levels to our hormone production. When this clock is in sync, we feel great. When it's out of whack, say from jet lag or pulling an all-nighter, we feel it. Now, let's talk about the stages of sleep. It's not one long, continuous state. Instead, we cycle through different stages, each with a unique purpose. It starts with light sleep, stages 1 and 2. This is when you're just drifting off. Your muscles relax, your heart rate slows, and your brain waves start to change. You might experience those weird muscle twitches or a feeling of falling that's called a hypnic jerk, and it's perfectly normal. It's your brain's way of transitioning from wakefulness to sleep. After about 20 minutes in light sleep, we descend into the really good stuff. Deep sleep, or stages 3 and 4. This is where the magic happens. Your brain produces slow, powerful delta waves. During this phase, your body does most of its physical repair work. It releases growth hormone, repairs tissues, and strengthens your immune system. Mentally, deep sleep is vital for memory consolidation. Your brain sorts through the day's information, deciding what is important to keep and what can be discarded. It's like filing away important documents for long-term storage. Without enough deep sleep, you'll wake up feeling groggy and mentally foggy, and your ability to learn new things suffers dramatically. Then, after about 90 minutes, we enter the most famous stage of all, REM sleep, which stands for rapid eye movement. This is where things get really interesting. Your brain activity suddenly skyrockets, becoming almost as active as when you're awake. Your eyes dart back and forth behind your closed eyelids, hence the name. But here's the paradox. While your brain is buzzing with activity, your body is essentially paralyzed. This is a protective mechanism called atonia, which prevents you from acting out your dreams. And speaking of dreams, REM sleep is where our most vivid, bizarre, and story-like dreams occur. But why do we dream? This is one of the most debated questions in psychology. Sigmund Freud believed dreams were a window into our subconscious desires and fears. Modern neuroscience offers other theories. The activation synthesis hypothesis suggests that dreams are just our brain's attempt to make sense of random neural firings happening during REM sleep. It's like your brain is trying to create a story out of static. Another theory, the threat simulation theory, proposes that dreams are a safe space for our brain to practice responding to dangerous situations, helping us prepare for real-life threats. It's like an ancient survival simulator built into our minds. But here's where it gets even deeper. What is consciousness, and where does it go when we sleep? Consciousness isn't just about being awake. It's about our subjective experience, our awareness of ourselves and the world around us. When we're awake, our consciousness is unified and coherent. But in sleep, it fractures. During deep sleep, it seems to vanish entirely. We are, for all intents and purposes, offline. You don't experience the passage of time or have any sense of self. Then, during REM sleep, a different kind of consciousness emerges. Dream consciousness is a bizarre and fascinating state. We accept impossible scenarios without question. We might fly, talk to people who are no longer with us, or find ourselves in surreal landscapes. In our dreams, our sense of self can shift and change, and our emotional responses are often heightened. This nightly journey through different states of consciousness highlights just how complex and fluid our awareness really is. It's not a simple on-off switch. The link between sleep, consciousness, and mental health is undeniable. Chronic sleep deprivation can have devastating effects on our mood and cognitive function. It's strongly linked to an increased risk of depression, anxiety, and other mental health disorders. When you don't get enough sleep, the emotional centers of your brain, like the amygdala, become overactive. This makes you more reactive to negative stimuli, meaning small stressors can feel like huge problems. At the same time, the prefrontal cortex, the part of your brain responsible for logical reasoning and impulse control, becomes less active. This is a recipe for poor decision-making and emotional instability. So, how can we use this knowledge to improve our own lives? Understanding the science of sleep allows us to take practical steps to optimize our rest. The first step is consistency. Try to go to bed and wake up at the same time every day, even on weekends. This helps regulate your internal clock. Next, create a relaxing bedtime routine. This signals to your brain that it's time to wind down. Avoid screens for at least an hour before bed, as the blue light they emit can suppress the production of melatonin, the hormone that makes you feel sleepy. Make your bedroom a sanctuary for sleep. Cool, dark, and quiet. And what about those nights when you just can't sleep? We've all been there, staring at the ceiling, our minds racing. It's important not to force it. If you can't fall asleep after about 20 minutes, get out of bed and do something relaxing in low light, like reading a book or listening to calming music, until you feel sleepy again. This prevents your brain from associating your bed with the stress of not being able to sleep. Let's take a moment to consider the broader implications. The study of sleep and consciousness isn't just an academic exercise. It pushes the boundaries of what we know about the human mind. It forces us to ask profound questions. If our consciousness can be altered so dramatically every night, what does that say about the nature of ourself? Are we the same person when we're dreaming as when we're awake? Researchers are exploring these questions using advanced brain imaging techniques like fMRI and EEG, literally watching the brain as it sleeps and dreams. They're even studying lucid dreaming, a state where the dreamer becomes aware that they are dreaming and can sometimes control the dream narrative. This hybrid state of consciousness offers a unique window into the relationship between our conscious will and our subconscious mind. This journey into sleep and consciousness psychology reveals a hidden, complex world that exists within each of us every night. It's a world of restoration, memory processing, and wild, imaginative storytelling. By respecting the power of sleep and understanding its mechanisms, we can unlock our full potential, improving our mental health, cognitive performance, and overall well-being. Your brain is doing incredible work while you rest. So tonight, when you go to sleep, remember that you're not just shutting down, you're powering up. We've only scratched the surface of this incredible topic. I'd love to hear your thoughts and experiences. What's the weirdest dream you've ever had? Do you have any sleep tips that have worked wonders for you? Share your stories in the comments below. Let's continue the conversation. If you found this exploration of the mind at night insightful and want to learn more about the mysteries of psychology and the human brain, please give this video a thumbs up. And don't forget to subscribe and hit that notification bell so you won't miss our next deep dive. Thanks for watching, and sleep well.